Okay, ma'am?
Sige.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Today, ay? Sige, okay lang. Today, we are joined by a woman who has turned raw emotions into international bestseller. She's a Filipino poet, fiction writer, and educator whose work has not just topped Amazon best-selling charts, but also touched the hearts of many people across 19 countries. You know, I'd say that she's a Filipino pride, Pinoy pride talaga. Kasi naman, her books have reached the Amazon top seller list, some of them within 24 hours upon its release. Ano ba naman, di ba? But more than reaching these Amazon charts, what's really important there is that her readers are able to really find solace in her work. The books of our guests have helped the readers reflect, really heal, and grow. And these are the things that sometimes we postpone, no? The inner work, yung bang understanding ourselves, making peace with the past, and trying and choosing to grow even if it is hard to do so. So, she has really helped a lot of us bridge that gap from pain to healing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome our special guest, Michelle Ayon Navajas. Hi! Hello,
Finally.
Michelle. Finally!
Yes.
My online friend.
Yes, finally. It's been parang long time the making na. Ang tagal nating pinlano to. And then finally, it's happening now. I'm so happy to be here. And
Yes.
thank you so much.
I am so happy.
Thank you
Ikaw
so
aking
much.
first interview for the year.
Oh,
Alam mo ba yan?
wow. Opening Salvo 2026.
Yes.
Thank you po.
Sabi
Thank you.
natin sa Filipino, di ba? Ano yun? Buena mano.
Buena mano,
Nakakatawa
yeah.
yung mga ginaganon yung mga pera-pera.
Oo.
Green hills.
Green News.
Okay.
Oo.
So, Michelle, let's start with your origin story. Kwentuhan mo naman ang ating mga viewers, yung mga kachika natin dito sa podcast. Sino ba si Michelle? Anong beginnings natin?
Well, actually, bata pa lang ako talaga is medyo achiever ako. Dreamer talaga ako. I'd venture into something that others won't do.
Where were you born?
I was born here in Manila. And then, my mom kasi is an educator. So, alam mo naman, yung mga nanay nung mga panahon na yun, di ba? They push
When you say educator, teacher.
Teacher.
So teacher talaga.
Yeah, teacher,
Teacher.
mentor,
Oo.
tapos coach. She pushed me to join in all competitions. Sabi ko sa'yo nga, we were talking the other week, singing contest na lang yata, hindi ko nasabi.
Beauty.
I did. Unfortunately, hindi na ako tumangkad, so hindi na ako nag-level up into a bigger competition. But there were talks about it. Oh, maybe next year, tatangkad ka na kasi you're just 16. Ganon.
Siya ang talagang ultimate momager.
Yes. And then my father, yun yung silent fan ko.
Oh.
Silent fan yun. And then, parang siya, I think, anak, mas eto yung line mo, mas eto yung dapat i-pursue mo.
Oo.
At some point, gusto ko mag-artista.
Talaga nga.
Yeah,
So,
yes
sinulatan mo ba si Kuya Germs kagaya ni Small Loud?
Hindi po. Pumila ako.
Ano to? Para ba to dun sa ano yung show
Yung
niya?
that's pwede bang banggit? That's entertainment.
That's entertainment. Talaga nga?
Yes.
Sige nga, nag-side, na tayo.
So, bumila ako doon. Unfortunately, ayaw talaga nung tatay ko. May mga callback ng gano'n, di ba? Oo. So, you're there for the callback. Kaso hindi talaga gusto nung
Sino
tatay.
sana yung mga naging kabatch mo if ever natuloy at napasok ka?
Hindi ko masyado nang
Hindi mo na maalala. Si
kasi
Jano Gibbs ba yan?
I think yung mga panahon ng mga gano'n.
Oo.
Kasi I was very, very young that time.
Oo. Okay, so you grew up here in Manila.
Yeah.
And then, paano? College
Nag-college
days?
ako sa nag-college ako in a school na Mass Comm General sila. That time, hindi pa nauuso yung pinag-split yung broadcasting and journalism.
Basta mass
Mass Comm
mass
General.
communication.
So,
Yes,
the
I
first year
remember.
ako doon, And then, I realized na, ay, para siyang chop suey. Yung lahat pinaghalo-halo.
Oo.
I wanted to concentrate on writing.
Yes.
So, I literally went school hunting the next school year. So, some of the big universities in Manila, nirequire nila akong magbalik sa first year kasi hindi i-honor yung mga ibang subjects and all. And then, CEU and Recto, yun lang yung inalaw nila na move forward with the second year. And then, journalism na talaga yung course ko.
Okay.
So, I graduated journalism. Yun. So, yun yung goal ko talaga. I wanted to be in the broadcast industry.
Sino yung mga idol mo nun?
Lauren Nicarda.
Talaga?
Corina
kasi
Sanchez.
siya yun
Yung mga time
siya yung,
ko.
mga
Mga panahon ko
na
na yun. Na medyo sumikat talaga. So, I wanted to be yung mga ganon. But, things change. Dreams also change. Sabi nga nila. And then, at some point, you have to slow down. So, nagbago yung path ko somewhere along the way. I became a teacher.
Okay.
I became a teacher. I taught language, speech and oral communication, creative writing. I also taught theater arts, yung mga journalism classes also.
So, educator, and I also come across literature that when you would always tell your readers na parang late bloomer ka.
Yes.
So, tell us about that.
So when it comes naman to publishing per se, late bloomer talaga ako. I first published my book 40 na yata ako. I was 40, 41.
Life begins ka na talaga,
40,
no?
Yes po. Kasi nga, I was into academe and then I focused into raising the kids, the children, because mga babae sila eh.
You have?
Yeah,
four
kids.
four
for girls,
daughters,
for
no?
daughters. So like, alam mo yun, minsan aligaga ka. Hindi pwedeng driver ang naghahatid, hindi pwede. So yun, at some point, nandun yung focus ko. And then when everyone else was like, college na, and then naiiwan ka na sa bahay, wala ka nang magawa. But during those times, na medyo nag-stop ako, naglaylo ako with my career, quote-unquote, I kept writing. I started a blog. Wala siyang pangalan, walang name, walang whatsoever, walang profile. I just write. May mga entry lang siya every day.
Okay, what did you write about?
Poems.
Already?
Yeah,
dun sa
poems.
blog
So,
pala.
talagang nag-write na ako. And then, at some point, may mga rants na din yung mga ganun. Kasi malakas ang loob ko dahil walang pangalan. I just write.
So talagang mas raw
Mas
yung
raw
mga
yun.
feelings that you were sharing.
Oo,
with your...
pero at some point, nung medyo nag-start na ako ng public, nagkaroon na ng online profile, some of my previous online friends, sabi niya, Mitch, you have to remove this, you have to remove that.
Edit na ng konti.
Edit na ng konti kasi hindi na siya appropriate.
Oo.
Doon siya actually nagsimula. And then, 2019, just before the pandemic, I was 41, I think yun. We were in Malaysia, and then I came across a store. Maraming stars. So parang sabi ko, ang ganda naman nito, pumasok kami. And then that time, this Perak Women for Women's Societies, an non-governmental NGO that runs and help yung mga abused women.
Abused women.
Yeah,
That's
tapos,
why.
it's a shop na lahat ng proceeds noon pupunta dun sa mga shelter nila. I went inside and then I was planning to, buy. Kasi ganun naman ako. Pag may mga cost, pasok ako, bili lang. And then that time, 2019, they were advertising yung 1 million stars to end violence in Malaysia. It's literally weaving yung mga star.
Okay.
Tapos they were collecting like 1 million of it. 1 million na wini-weave.
So, halimbawa ako, I'll go there, I'll weave a star, I'll contribute it para maka 1 million.
Makami 1 million. And then, you don't need to go there actually. Kasi may mga online sa tutorial pa paano gagawin.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah,
And you can just send over your
stars. So, nung nakita ko, that's really interesting. I wanted to write about it. Kasi parang nung mga panahon na yon, as a mom and pushing 40s na, tapos may mga anak ko na babae, I've seen how women suffered, of abuse, violence. So sabi ko, it would be interesting. So I wrote about it.
Did you write a poem or?
I just kind of wrote like, this shop is.
So hindi pa poem.
Hindi pa talagang ganun lang. So if you're somewhere around Malaysia, you can drop by and then or at
and
least.
Where did you publish that?
In my blog. In my blog na medyo hindi pa masyadong popular that time.
Pero pwede ba akong mag-backtrack? Bakit ka naman napunta sa Malaysia?
It's a family nag-decide kami to move
To
there.
move there? And
Yes.
what year was that?
I think 2018, 2017, mga ganon.
2018 to
Yes.
2017. So, buong pamilya
Yes
punta kayo
po,
doon.
buong pamilya.
Did
And
you
then-
have work when you went there?
Yeah, here and there.
Oo. Pero hindi yung tipong, I was hired kaya tara,
No,
punta
no,
tayo
no.
doon.
Surprisingly, parang tumaas yung readership nung that particular blog.
Mm.
And then there were
What was the
followers.
name of your blog?
Eto pa, very funny. Kasi nung nag-time ako mag-vlog, wala akong idea anong gagawin ko doon, anong gagawin. Tapos merong sabi na, nag-research ako, name for a blog. Pwede daw pagdugtungin yung pangalan, tsaka upload so Mitch Nams. Ganon, yun lang siya. Yun lang siya. Hanggang ngayon, hindi ko siya pinapalitan. And then some of them personally wrote me a letter, paano makakatulong, from friends abroad. How can I help? Paano ako makakontribute? And then, nung time na yun, I contacted the founder. Nakita ko sa website nila. Sabi ko, I have friends, followers na kailangan ng gano'n. We were already in touch here and there, back and forth. And then every now and then, I would write an update, kumusta na yung shop na yun, ano nangyayari. And then, one day, she called me. You know what? Sabi niya gano'n. Sabi ni Miss Yip, she's a Chinese Malaysian. I've read in your site na you're a writer. Siguro it's about time.
So siya.
Siya talaga.
What's her
Oo.
name?
Miss Yip.
Yip.
Lee.
Chinese
Malaysian. Siya yung founder nung
Nung
Perak
ano?
Women for Women's Society.
Anong tawag?
Perak Women
Perak
for
Women.
Perak is the state, one of the states,
Oo.
which is nandun yung Ipo.
Yeah, and the cause of that was
Is
really
for
to help abused women.
Women and children.
Yeah,
also.
women and
They run a shelter. So,
Yes.
meron silang nandun na mga women na abused kung wala silang mapupuntahan.
Meron din dun sa organization ko, sa Zonta, we are also funding for the psychological needs naman of abused women and children sa Marilac.
That's
dito
good.
sa,
Baka pwede rin tayo doon mag-tie up. Fast forward, the books yung After Rain Skies.
Ito ba yung...
Ito yung, actually third edition na to. So the
Oo.
first one was...
The first one came out in
2019 din.
2019.
Yan. So
after
the Rain
Rain
Skies,
Skies, the global anthology.
yung proceeds niyan, dun napupunta sa Perak Women
Perak
for
Women.
Women's Society. Oo.
Okay.
All of the 3 anthologies na yan.
So you've personally met some of the abused women?
Yes, when I did the first book.
Oo.
So-
So did you have to interview them?
Yes, I did. Because wala akong idea kung paano ko siya gagawin. So, when Ms. Yep told me na, we can write something about it and then probably publish a book about
Okay.
abuse.
So she was
and
your publisher?
no, kasi hindi sila pwede mag-publish. So meron
You
siya
had
ng
to
contact,
get
a
third
local
party.
publisher sa
Okay.
Malaysia. Sabi ko, why not? So, one time, nag-meet up ako sa kanya, and then with the women, and then the stories are so heartbreaking. And then when I started, talking about it sa blog na I might as well publish a book about this and about that. So, if anyone else would like to share their story, so like hundreds and thousands of emails came into.
So yun naging material mo rin
Yeah,
yun?
some of them naging
Wow.
material yun talagang And because it's so heartbreaking, I have to think of a way to write it na hindi naman siya ganun talaga alam mo yung first page pa lang iiyak ka na talaga.
Yung
Oo.
hindi masyadong excuse for the term, kung minsan gory kasi.
Yeah.
Diba? So para bang you also wanted to make it, to soften it.
Yes, I did. So that's what the first book After Rain Sky was all about. Rain Skies was all about. It's a very traumatic experiences written in kind of
in
very poems and prose. So hindi naman siya yung sobrang gory, sobrang talagang traumatic na pag
So that was the
nagbabasa.
reason.
Yes, and that's why that's also probably the reason why people loved it.
Oh.
Kasi minsan we have this notion na that's not for me. Hindi ko siya babasahin
Yes,
kasi parang
yes.
No, I cannot. Parang gano'n.
Parang hindi ko masikmura. Ano ba?
Yes,
parang
parang hindi ko siya kaya.
So when they became poems,
Iba.
parang na-soften, tas may artistry, ganyan.
Yes,
ano?
may
And
imagery, may
Oo.
creativity.
the thing with poems nga kasi is, you can interpret it or take it in any way that will actually suit or help you. Diba?
Yes,
So
that's
yun din
true.
yung doon.
that's true po. Meron kasi doon ng mga stories na it can be taken so seriously by someone, but and yet very lightly by another person. So that's the magic of poetry
Yeah.
and creative writing.
Napaisip ako.
You don't have to like, kasi in nonfiction,
Oo.
we write as it is.
Yes.
But
It's a particular situation. This is what's happening. Ganon.
exactly. And when you read it, parang sobrang ang sakit.
Oo.
Sobrang ang sakit. I don't want that. I don't want my readers to like close my book and say, naman, what did you do to me?
Yun
So,
pala yun.
soften siya. Very soften yung approach. And I think that's the reason why the first book became a bestseller in Malaysia.
Galing.
It's a story actually nung publishing ko.
Did you say 2018?
2019. It was, sabi ko, accidental published author ako eh.
Oo.
Kasi hindi ko talaga siya pinlano. And nasa stage na ako in my life na I think I need to learn the crochet or mag-yoga na din ako kasi alam mo, retirement age, gano'n.
So, paano yung naging feeling mo nung, can you go back to that story, to that situation when you found out, uy, bestseller? Parang,
hindi ako makapaniwala kasi when she called me, oh, Mitch, we've sold 500 copies. What? Like, really? Parang gano'n.
Instantly,
So,
ganyan.
that first thing, and in Malaysia, not even in the Philippines. I would probably, understand kung nasa Pilipinas kasi nanay mo, tatay mo, kamag-anak mo, kaibigan mo, di ba? You know how Filipinos, how supportive Filipino families are. But in Malaysia, foreign country, walang nakakakilala sa'yo.
Okay.
You're a totally nobody.
And then, aside from the print, you also published it.
First, nung nag-publish namin sa print, because of some restrictions sa mga copyright issues, we published it dun sa Kobo muna. It's a kobo.com. So, it's an online book publishing platform for ebooks.
Kobo, yeah.
So, it also went number 1 sa Kobo. Online lang siya ha. So, I think for 3 weeks, meron sila din na number 1 trending, mga ganon.
Yes.
So, it became number 1 trending for 3 weeks in Malaysia, in
And then
Philippines.
Amazon?
Ang Amazon na came in 2020, 2021. Oo.
Okay. Pandemic.
Yes, pandemic, yes po. I've been receiving invites. Kasi nung time na yon, nagkaroon ako ng Instagram, then may Missy po said, I think it's about time.
Instagram, sabihin mo kung anong pangalan mo sa Instagram.
Poetry by Mitch.
Poetry by Mitch.
Hindi na siya yung pinaghalong pangalan at apelyido. Napag-isipan na. Napag-isipan na yung time na yon. So, nung panahon na yon, sabi niya, I think we should go public with your profile and all. And so when I went public with my profile on WordPress, that's when I get invitations to write and publish book internationally. And it was in 2020 when one of publishing company in India contacted me.
Oh, India na?
Yeah.
Okay. Ano naman ang India? Meron din kami dito.
Oo, parang gano'n. Like, we can publish your book and then, kasi hindi na siya restricted, we republish it. Parang second edition.
Okay.
So, when you do the second edition, this one is the third na to.
Third na, ang bilis
So, when you do the second edition, you revise or add something else para ma-publish natin internationally.
So that's what you did.
So that's why we published it via Amazon. So it was really just a fun thing, actually. I'm cute, na number 1. And then,
so alam mo yan, sabihin ko na rin kasi that's my
reminder.
That's my design so that I can okay na lang yun.
Cute na siya eh.
Cute naman eh. Para malaman na rin ng audience natin. Kasi I use mga behavioral science principles eh. Di ba, pagka nakaupo ka, sabi nga nila, sitting is the new smoking. So I make that prompt me to stand up. Pati yung desk ko, may stand up.
Ako naman yung smartwatch, di ba? Nagre-remind siya. So, na masyado kayo
nakaupo. Pati si Sharon, nire-remind. Okay, let's go back to your story. So, India. And then, why is there a third edition?
The third edition came in when I've been receiving contributions from other authors and other poets.
So, kumapal ng kumapal.
Yes, that one is around 20-25 authors contributing all together in
pwede ba ako mag-request? Di ba? Kasi kung singer ka, papakantahin kita ng a piece of your song. Pwede ka bang pumili ng isa that you can read to our viewers?
Okay, this one. Sige, I'll read na lang something that I wrote here. It's called I Used to Be 17.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we all used to be 17.
Yeah. So, what do you want from me? I ask myself. I want you to be 17 again. Maybe then, just maybe, you couldn't do things that happened your adult self couldn't accept as true. For being young and vulnerable, for being weak, for being young and helpless. How dare you let it happen? How dare you play dumb and stupid? You were not dumb, much more stupid. But at that moment, that longest 20 minutes of your life, you were, without a doubt, no contest, dumb and stupid. How dare you miss the signs? How dare you believe the lies? How dare you blame it on being young and being so naive at the same time? Didn't you even think anything was wrong could happen to you? You were pinned down to the ground by a man twice your size. Just not twice your age, but he's older, supposedly wiser and smarter. That's why you trusted. That's why you believe. I used to be 70. There's nothing more I can say. I'm sorry I let you down. I'm sorry I was too weak to fight back. I'm sorry I chose to live rather than fight harder. I'm sorry I chose a life in the future. I'm sorry I had you raped. So,
Oh my God.
Yeah, so this is actually one of the stories from one of my
I
subjects.
get what you're saying, ha. Na while listening to you, I was imagining, what if I was just reading it na this is what's happening, yung parang talagang kwento.
As it is.
Oo.
It would have been heartbreaking.
Iba yung effect. Ito, hindi naman parang binaliwala, pero parang it's there. It's actually even deeper.
Yes po.
Parang, at least that's how I felt, ha. When I listened to you reading it, parang malalim, nandun, pero hindi ako nasusuka.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the aim, the goal ng lahat ng mga poems ko when I write about abuse and violence, yung mga sexual assault. So ayoko nang masyado siyang
Kasi ganun na nga yung
graphic.
nangyari, di ba?
Mm-mm.
Parang, yeah.
let's leave it to the reporters.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
let's leave
so,
it to
may sariling space yun.
Yes, may
diba?
sariling space and venue for that. Let's leave it to the police reports,
Yes.
to the court,
To
maybe.
the courts. Yeah.
Yeah, but if for someone wanting, awareness, na
Or to express,
Yes po.
to really reflect on something. So, ngayon ko na-appreciate ko, Mitch.
Thank you. And sometimes kasi parang hindi natin alam na marami pala talaga.
Yeah.
They just kept quiet.
Yes.
Yeah, they just when I wrote the first book, I realized, oh my gosh, ang dami-dami nila who chose to be silent.
Yeah.
And even when I started collating the third book, some of the stories here are literally true stories written by the authors themselves.
Walang Filipino dyan.
Meron po
Meron.
tayo. I think I have one.
Pero
two.
kadamihan Malaysia.
They have from US, UK.
Oh, wow. Because of the blog.
Yes,
Kaya
because of
naging
the blog, international talaga siya. I have 3, 4, I think, Filipinos from Trinidad and Tobago. Meron akong taga Malaysia din. Meron taga India. Meron akong taga UK.
International.
It's really international.
Yeah.
25 authors.
Alam mo, ako naman ang aking home experience. Very, I don't want to say shallow, but it is. But natutuwa ako when I remember siguro the first one I wrote for my husband was on our 8th anniversary. And I always like making rhymes. Ay, hindi pa siguro yun. When I would make mga invitations, kasi nga, when the kids were growing up, ako naman 3 boys, mga anak ko. Simpleng naalala ko yung first son's first birthday was actually a poem. Ganyan. Tapos, yun, 8th anniversary, 20th anniversary, even I think our invitation to our silver wedding anniversary, isang pamaypay na parang abaniko na may nakasulat na tula. Yun ang aking mga contribution to the poem world.
World of poetry.
Yes. So from poems, ngayon nagkaroon ka naman ng
Fiction.
fiction.
Ayan.
Ito, pakita natin.
This one.
And gusto ko yung term na, which I just encountered from your book, flash fiction. Can you
Yes.
tell us what a flash fiction is?
Sabi nga nila kasi, dapat pag artist ka daw, nag-evolve ka.
Yes.
Ayan, nag-evolve. So, for 5 years, 8 books, tula-tula lahat, ganon. And then, meron ngayon na current contemporary trend na tinatawag na
Bago
flash.
lang to?
Yes po, flash fiction. It's a story congested in less than 1,500 words. So may beginning, may ending.
Parang article lang, ha?
Yeah, ganon. 1,500, hindi ka pwede. So it's called
But-
flash fiction.
So, how would you now differentiate an article from a flash fiction?
Kasi yung article actually is depende sa requirement ng word count. Pero mahaba siya. This one is not more than 1,500. Dapat meron ka ng beginning, meron ka ng middle, may ending. The whole story is in
Sino
there.
nagpauso niyan?
I'm not really sure, pero it has become very, very popular for the last 10 years in the literary world. And sobrang mahirap siyang gawin considering na when we write stories, 'di ba, ang haba, ilang
Tsaka
pages.
yun nga, may description where you are, di ba?
Yes,
That
yes.
would take like kalahati na nung 1.5.
Kalahati ng 1.5 pa lang is
Oo.
first paragraph pa lang or
Oo,
description
wala
pa
pa
lang.
nangyayari.
Opening scenario pa
Correct.
lang. And yet, here we are with flash fiction na
So,
Yung
can I
story
say that flash fiction is like the TikTok of short stories?
yes, I agree. Parang
Ah.
gano'n siya, oo. At first, like, challenge kasi ako sa blog. Sabi gano'n, why don't you write something else? Why not? Why not?
So, when did you write Locker?
2 years ago, 2024.
Oh, okay.
22.
Oh,
And I wrote it in like 2 months.
Ganda mo, ang galing mo naman. Ang
Sabi ko nga sa
taon.
sarili ko nga, oh wow, tatapos ko siya in 2 months. Kasi sabi ng publisher ko, no, we have to do it. We have to do it.
Oo.
And then I wrote it in 2 months. The challenge actually is, paano ka makakabuo ng kwento in just less than 1,500 words?
Just tell us about, kasi this one, I have a copy of that, pero digital, Locker. Di ba, are they chapters or are they different stories put together?
Actually, the stories in the locker are independent siya, isa-isa.
Yes.
Pwede mong basahin one story and then you
Oo.
put it down. You're done. Pero, if you read it from start to the end, you will realize
Meron, ano?
na, ay,
Nagganon
interconnected
sila.
sila. Yes.
So,
That's the beauty of locker. Na I think, na-challenge ko yung self ko. When I
Yes.
realized, wait, kasi ganun ako when I write poetry also, hindi ako yung pinaghalo ko lang sila lahat. And sasabihin na, poetry collection, then ipapublish ko. No, I don't do that.
You have to weave them.
Yes, there has to be a story, even
Yes.
if it's a poetry. There has to be a theme. Dapat,
Yeah.
Kasi ngayon, like what I always say when I give my talks, please naman utang na loob. Huwag kayong magpa-publish ng poem tapos lalagyan ng title, poetry collection. And then the readers will be confused. Ano to? Natutuwa ako. The next page, gusto kong umiyak. Give them the parang justice of
Dapat
feeling
may
the
journey pa rin.
feelings. Yes.
There's a
may
nice
journey.
ride. That's what you're
Yes.
saying.
Yes
Diba?
po.
May
Mm-mm.
nice ride. Okay, meron syempre akong how do I call them now? Chapters? Or-
Pwede rin, chapters. Yes.
Is
Kasi-
there a technical term?
No
for them?
naman, no.
Wala. Okay, so let's just call them chapters. Syempre, the chapter that caught my attention. Chapter 4, Bank. FQ eh.
Okay.
So, meron na akong i-share sa'yo, no? So, meron nakalagay doon. Natawa ko while reading it. You took hold of my hand and gently guided me through the door. Shh! Don't make any sound. I'll see you after class. Let's go somewhere. We need to leave the school. Siyempre, no? Nagdat na ako. We need to leave the school grounds immediately. So, si Girl Lulu, parang feel na niya, oh my God, this is it, pansit, may date na kami. And then, ang nangyari, dinala siya sa bangko. Maganda to kunin ng mga bangko, no? Gawin nilang commercial nila.
Yes.
At magde-deposit ng savings nila, ng girlfriend niya.
Diba?
Doon ako to, oh my God, sabi ko na binabasa ko, kawawa no, si girl. So that's it. And within 1,500 words, in fact, sometimes less than 1,500, you already get like a short story. A short story. Okay. So, cute siya.
Thank you. Actually, yun din yung mga comment ng ibang mga nakabasa.
So, how was it, no? Moving from poems to, how I would still call it
Transitioning.
fiction writing, ano? Ano yung mga, how would you differentiate the experience?
Okay. With poetry kasi, parang meron kang, kung sa college, meron tayong academic freedom, poetic freedom.
Yes.
So, poetic freedom. As long as readable siya, logical, it's okay. You use small letters, all caps, depende sa'yo. However you want it, because that's your form. As long as grammatically correct, logically correct, that's poetry. Pag prose na kasi, iba na.
Okay.
You have to go with the standard of talagang technical writing. So, yun yung medyo challenge sa akin kasi I'm more
Nasanay ka sa poem,
nasanay
no?
ako sa poetry na my poem, my rules, parang ganon. This one, hindi pwede kasi may rules ka talaga na susundin. Like the technicalities of
Pero it's a good transition din kasi rin no, para bang kailangan maiksi, so nandun na dapat lahat.
Yes.
Di ba sa poems, ganun din.
Ganun
Parang
din.
may pa-preview effect ang peg.
Yes. So,
Okay.
maganda siyang isa-challenge mo yung self mo into doing something na akala mo hindi mo kayang gawin.
Are there any things that you can do in a prose that you were not able to do when you were still in poetry writing?
It's the description.
The description.
The vivid description niya. Yung mas mahaba na yung description mo. Yun. And then,
Okay.
it's sometimes in prose, you state the obvious. Diba? Yung gano'n. Pumunta sila ng bangko. But in poetry, you have to do something about it. Oo.
Ano yung mga surprises that siguro you find from your readers and yourself na rin?
It's actually more than the best-selling title, more than the monetary compensation, they say it, and more than the popularity. It's more of when a reader reach out to you and say, alam mo, parang kwento ko yun, yung ganon. Or, alam mo, the poem that you wrote the other day really helped me because
Yes.
I've been through this with this and that. It's how you affect someone's life, the impact that you make
Yes.
into somebody else's life. And then these are people na hindi mo talaga kilala.
Alam mo, tama yan. And shout out to the readers
Yes.
who reach out to us.
Yes, tama po.
Sobrang yun you know how I describe that? It's food for the soul.
Yes.
Para bang kung minsan nga yung parang iisipin mo, ano ba bang saysay na itong ginagawa ko? And then, ako ang nangyayari sa akin, kung parang medyo gumaganon yung enthusiasm ko, I would receive something. Tapos, ito yun, pinapaalala ng Diyos. Yan yun,
Yes.
di ba? So, thank you to all the readers who write to the authors if they touch. Kasi, sabi nga nila, for every one feedback that you get, marami na yun eh.
Marami na.
Meron lang nag-effort. Kasi
Yes.
nga, like ako, sometimes, syempre, ang dami kong binabasang libro, tuntua ako sa kanila, I would share it. But to sit down and write to the author, iba
Iba
rin yung
yung feeling.
effort na yon. Kaya maraming salamat doon sa mga nag-e-effort.
Nag-e-effort.
And we should actually do more of that,
Yes.
no? The books that we read, articles, na kung nakadulot naman ng kabutihan sa'yo, sabihin mo dun sa tao. Kasi ang sarap eh.
Yeah, para ma-inspire kami ulit to write more. Kasi I think it's more of when you have that skill to write something na hindi kayang gawin ng iba, do it. Kasi you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for other people. Yeah. Whenever I sit down in a coffee shop or or I walk around grocery stores, nakikinig ako sa kwento ng mga tao.
Tingnan niyo yung mukha. Baka mamaya, nandun na kayo sa mga...
Oo, nakikinig
I
ako
read somewhere that you were able to write a poem while waiting for your coffee.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Most of the time, ganun yun.
Ano yung sinusulat mo na agad?
Dati nang hindi pa nauso yung notes sa cellphone, yung mga resibo ng mga grocery store. Tsaka yung bag ko, malaki yan. Malaki yung bag. Never akong malitang bag. Struggle sa akin yung malitang bag. Kasi ang dami dyang mga notepads, gano'n, and everything. So, I basically write anything and everything. Sabi, there were so many times that I've been asked, how come nakakapagsulat ka every day? Like, if you follow me sa Instagram and sa my blog, every day may entry yan. It's a new poem. Always a new poem. Kasi sabi ko, parang ang dami namang pwedeng gawin.
So,
talaga.
everyday may bago kang tula?
Yes, every day.
Ang taray. Kasi alam mo, yung mga ibang mga magagaling na writers din, they actually write every day.
Yes.
Every single day. Parang, ano na nila yun, ritual nila.
na.
Oh, so ikaw, you're able to
Yeah.
write a poem, at least a poem.
The least is one.
Oh, and you know, even yung ating master, si Raul Isidro, artist siya, mga contemporary nila Ben Cam. He paints every day. He's over 80 years old.
Diba?
Diba?
Mm-mm.
Bongga
It's really, really beautiful na you can do something every day even if alam mo yung tumigil na yung buong mundo. Like, during ng pandemic.
That's another way of looking at it,
yes.
ano? I can still write even if I am
Grieving.
Oo,
I can-
close ako dito dahil
Mm-mm.
bawal mo.
I can still write a happy poem even if I'm grieving, or I can write something about this even if I don't feel that.
Okay.
I think that's yun na yung ibang level ng mga writers.
So when you write a poem every day, do you do it because you feel like it or you have to?
It's just like parang a habit na talaga. I'd wake up in the morning and then, or middle of the day, and then I think about something, and then
Wow, so sobrang dami na niyan. 300 times 365 each
actually
year.
madami na po talaga. Madami na talaga.
Oo.
Oo. So, parang pagbukas mo ng bintana mo, pagpunta mo ng coffee shop, there's
The
always
leaves are green.
Yes.
The wind is...
there's always a new story.
Mm.
There's always a new story.
Correct.
May narinig ka lang na nagkukantuhan ng daw magjowa doon. Diba?
Mm-mm.
Magandang kwento yon. Ganon. There's always a new story, a new theme, something to write about every day. Tapos poetry naman kasi is really beautiful kasi especially if you know the in and out.
Yes.
I
go
always
ahead.
say na if you decide to write or publish, you have to learn the craft. You have to master the craft. Hindi lang yung sadly kasi ngayon umuuso na rin yung mga contemporary poets, quote unquote. And then they call themselves writers. They call themselves, with all due respect.
Yeah.
I think you have to give justice to the readers na
Respeto.
respeto. Yun, respeto sa craft ng mga naghirap.
Gets ko yun.
Am I gonna be
Babash ba tayo
babash
dito?
tayo, you know?
Oo.
No, wait, again, with all due respect. Yun respeto sa mga writers talaga na
Yes.
naghirap, respeto sa mga readers din who deserves better, brilliant materials.
Oo. Is there something you once believed in so strongly but have since unlearned it?
Dati kasi when I started writing, siguro ng mga high school, college days, and even towards my early career ko in life, sabi ko parang experiences lang talaga yung would fuel your writing skills.
Yes.
And then eventually I realized, hindi, mauubusan ka ng experiences. If you wanted to make this a lifetime commitment to your audience, mauubusan ka ng experiences.
Alam mo, tama yan, Hindi yung puro inspiration.
Yes,
Tama
no.
na. It's a muscle that you have to exercise.
And I've always also been asked, ano daw ginagawa ko pagka merong writer's block?
Oh, yeah. Unblock it.
Yeah, literally. Hindi sa tawag. I don't wanna be mayabang about it, but I've never experienced that in my entire career as a writer, or even back then nung nagsusulat ng ako for fun. Never ko siya na-experience.
Basta ako naman experience ko, mupo ka lang, magsulat ka. Di ba?
Yes, and then challenge yourself, right? Something about na hindi mo ginagawa or do something na hindi mo na siya comfort zone.
Yes, and sometimes kahit hindi mo pa alam, when you get into it, it actually, do you experience this? It actually takes a life of its own.
Yeah.
Parang, yung halimbawa, ako nangyayari sa akin ito yung gusto kong ikwento, article, no? Tapos maya-maya, parang, yung iba.
Matatapos mo na lang.
Kaya sinasabi ko, it has a life of its own.
Yes,
Kasi
tama.
it kind of directs you.
Yes po.
Yung, siguro yan yung ating, I would talk about it kasi the two brains, makatwirang back, emotional emo. So, yung emotional emo natin, siguro yun yung nagli-lead na
Yun
sa
na
atin.
yun. Sa kahapon nga we were in the grocery ba ate? Tapos sabi ko, like, wait, please stop. Ganon, yung mga ganong moment.
Biglang merong
wait lang.
isusulat.
Hindi ko siya dapat makalimutan. Kasi pag nakalimutan ko, yung napagad ang line sa mind mo. Kasi pag poetry, you have to have like one angst, ganong line.
Yeah.
And then everything else will follow.
Yes.
Unlike sa prose na idadrag mo yung story.
Pag may journey.
Pag may naisip ka na, okay na yon. Pero sa pag poetry, you just need one line. One line. And that's all you need. So kahapon, like, wait lang ate. I have to write this down.
Nag-haiku ka na ba?
Yes. If you follow me naman on my WordPress blog, more on restricted poetry sinusulat ko doon. Haiku, sonnet, tangka, all those yung may mga restrictions. I do free verse mostly sa Instagram kasi iba yung audience ko dyan.
Any author who influenced you significantly?
Well, ang mga Shakespearean era.
Shakespeare.
Yes. Shakespearean era, yun talaga.
Oo.
Contemporary naman, Ramaliav. Yan.
Is there any
Abong,
book that you wish you wrote? Sana ako nagsulat nun. May gano'n ka ba?
Wuthering Heights.
Talaga?
Yes. Wuthering Heights. Sana hindi na lang ni pinapinabot. Baka naisip ko.
Any lesson that you learned the hard way talaga?
Actually, every challenges naman that I encountered, I take it with a grain of salt, sabi nga. But at the same time, kasi I grew up in a family na magkaiba yung dynamics ng nanay at tatay ko. My father is the very soft one, my mom is the very disciplinarian.
Yeah.
So I can just easily, navigate things.
Yeah.
Hindi kasi ako yung tipo ng tao na I would wallow in a certain situation regardless of and no matter what happens. When this happened, okay, I'd take it as it is. And then after that, we move on. We process and then hindi ako yung nag-wallow talaga. So, if I'm gonna say ano yung talagang sobrang
sakit,
sakit. I think
may sakit pero
may sakit but I carry on, 'di ba? I lost my dad, I lost my brother, I lost my mom. So, you carry on. You think of the way to honor their lives. I think that's the best way yun.
Yeah. So, you mentioned about your mom, your dad. I forgot to ask you earlier when we were talking about your origin story. If you have any childhood money memory that you'd like to share with us.
Sabi ko nga sa'yo, dahil medyo very competitive ako. Nung bata ako, academically, masipag ako. So, aral-aral. Elementary, high school, and even college. So, pag may mga klase ako na tinatamad gumawa ng assignment, alam mo na yun, binabayaran nila. That's the first, lesson in money. Na you have to work hard to earn.
Yeah.
Really, you have to work hard.
Use your skill.
Yes, use your skill.
Basic law of money.
Yes. Hindi ka naman kikita kung if you don't have it Kasi kung hindi naniniwala yung classmates mo sa'yo na kaya niyong gawin yung assignment niya, hindi ka naman niya babayaran.
Yeah.
So, high school, ganun ako.
Nakakatawa.
Kasi high school, 'di ba, maraming mga writing requirements,
book report. So medyo iibahin mo ng konti doon sa sinubmit mo.
ko. Totally iba talaga. Totally. Shout out doon sa mga klase ko ng high school.
Thank you for the revenue.
Yeah, thank you for the revenue, the savings. Yun.
And talking about revenue, ano ang economics of being a writer? Mahirap.
Yes, mahirap siya because the royalties are very, very talagang maliliit lang. But with the advent of the self-publishing / traditional publishing na nagme-merge ngayon, doon na mas kumikita yung mga writer. Like in my case, I started with a publisher, so medyo maliit lang yung royalty mo doon kasi sila yung nagmo-market ng book mo, lahat-lahat. But when middle of the publishing, I realized na, I can co-publish. So what do we mean by co-publishing? You finance alongside with the publisher. And then 50-50 na kayo ng kita.
Doon sa royalties.
Yeah, sa royalties yun. Will it be able to feed the whole family? I think, depende sa lifestyle na gusto mo.
Okay.
And then I also learned na, sulat ka lang ng sulat, publish ka lang ng publish. Because at the end of the day, you have written books and then you will have new audience. So every day may bago kang audience. So kung nag-iisa lang yung libro mo or tatlo yung libro mo, wala siyang choices.
So parang sinasabi mo pa nga, yung pagsusulat mo every day, you're actually creating a war chest. Kumbaga, no?
Yes.
Yung mga pwede mong kahit na kopong-kopo mo pa sinulat because now you have a name, pwede mo namang i-publish.
Yes po, oo. Ganun naman yun Pwede mo naman siyang, I have a new idea for a new book.
Stephen King, di ba ganun?
Oo, I have a new idea for a new book. May ganito akong team. So, babalikan mo lang yung mga naisulat mo dati. You wanted to refine it, probably, or make it more contemporary na mas okay sa bagong audience mo. Ayan.
Do you think everyone should write? I ask this kasi, I had this conversation with my son before. He's a dancer naman. Yung parang napag-usapan namin na, in fact, everybody should dance because if you look at the history, yung prehistoric human being, dance was really a part of yung mga activities ng mga tao eh. Yung they dance to celebrate, to mourn, ganyan. So, even if writing is also a very old,
Very
diba?
old. It started with oral
Yeah,
practice.
oo. Tapos yung mga
Sinusulat
sa pader, di ba? So, do you think everybody should write?
Yeah.
Di ba, no?
You know, when I was teaching and whenever I give a talk about writing, ang rule of thumb ko is write anything that comes into your mind. The technicalities will follow later. Kasi the creativity and the wisdom, hindi mo mapag-aaralan yun. Minsan that snap of a brilliance, kumbaga, it happens once. So you write it down. And then you can always find an editor. You can always find someone to edit your work.
Yeah. Or
Pero-
you can just keep it for yourself, di ba?
Yes, but if you just write, the daily entry, yung diary, ganun basic. It's really good for the soul.
Correct.
It's really
So-
good for the soul.
Yeah. Ano ba ang experience ko nga? Dati, pagka malungkot ako, nakakatawa nga eh, kasi pagka binuksan mo tuloy yung journal, yung mga hindi
Pang-publish.
Nung na-realize ko nung nag-year end ako, ayos. Tinignan ko pati digital kasi kailangan ayusin mo rin. Sa mga nakasulat doon, puro namang malungkot kasi, and then I realized na because that's when you need an outlet. And in my experience over the years talaga, I end up talking to God at the
Yeah.
end. Kasi para bang it's my way of processing the feeling, blah, blah, blah. Tapos, alam ko na yung gagawin ko. So, nung na-realize ko yon, sabi ko, baka naman pag ako namatay, makita to. Ang lungkot pala ng buhay ni Rose. sabi ko, there should be a more deliberate effort also to journal about your happy moments.
Yes.
Kasi di ba ganun ang tao?
Ganun ang tao. We remember something that makes us so sad.
Oo, tsaka parang sabi nga nila, kung maano lang tayo sa Diyos, kung kailangan, pero kung happy-happy ka. So, yun, mas deliberate effort. So, maybe that's what we can tell our audience.
Yes.
Even if you don't intend to be a professional writer, you write because that is a human experience that really helps you,
Grow.
your soul, di ba? Even your physical body, kasi kung minsan, kailangan ilabas mo lang. Sabi nga nila do you write to remember or do you write to forget?
Yeah.
Di ba, no?
Yes.
Kasi yung to forget, ang ibig sabihin nun, kung minsan kailangan i-dump mo lang. Para okay na ako.
Yeah, totoo yan.
Tama, di ba?
Tama, oo.
Kasi it's your way of, para bang in-excrete mo na. Because for as long as you're not able to express it, parang nagpa-percolate yan dyan na makakasakit na lang. Mamaya, meron ka ng problema sa ibang organs.
Yeah, totoo. Added stress pa yan. Kaya that's why nga nung nagkaroon ako ng public profile dun sa WordPress, so nag-sift in din ako, gaya na ginawa. Ha? Sinabi ko pala to nung
Di ba, no?
Tapos, sino ba to? Para kanino to? May maganong moment. Sino yung kaaway ko ng mga panahon to?
Sino kaaway ko?
Sino nagbigay ng stress sa akin ng mga time to? Wait lang. Yun. So, it's a really wonderful journey. And at the same time, you get to know yourself.
Mismo.
Yes, you get to know yourself. And then, natatamper mo yung anger mo. And yung emotion. Before pa siya lumabas. Nasulat mo na eh.
Yes. So you're able to temper everything
Yeah,
para
yeah.
hindi ka na magbubulas. Is there anything else that we haven't discussed that you'd like to discuss?
I think it's another thing also is, lagi tinatanong nung iba, kumikita ba yung mga writer?
Oh.
Well, if you put it in like a regular job thing, hindi siya ganun ka-commensurate talaga. Hindi talaga. Pero if you write regularly naman, and then you publish regularly, yeah, kumikita ka. Pwede. The other, before the year ends, I got my royalty from the local bookshop here. And, oh wow.
Pwede ka naman libre. Ganun,
Ayoko, pwede na. Like, ay,
Tara ate.
shopping tayo. Pwede na.
Yeah.
And one thing that I learned actually from my previous publisher is that if you have a material and it's really good, publish it. Sulat ka rin ng sulat. At least you have something to offer to everyone. Kasi hindi lahat ng readers pare-pareho yung hinihingi. I also don't do hard selling. Yun yung gusto kong ituro sa mga kabataan ngayon. Kasi if you read Instagram, Facebook, hard selling ang ginagawa na. It's a creative work.
Yeah.
It's a work of art. You don't do that.
Can you give us an example of
Yung,
what?
kunyari,
parang versus hard sell.
kunyari,
Soft versus hard sell.
Kunyari,
Okay, ito, kunyari.
locker is out now. You can buy, it's available, and
Oo.
then 20% discount, yung mga ganon. So
dapat wag ganon? Or
again,
hindi
with all,
masyado?
again, with all due respect, you can do it once. Siguro pag
Oo.
nag-publish na, nag-launch. Pero yung on a daily basis or weekly
makukulitan na sa'yo, di ba?
Hindi siya nakakatuwa. Kasi it's...
Naririnig.
Yeah, I tell you, the real readers will not like it. Yung mga hardcore readers talaga, hindi nila magugustuhan yun.
Yeah.
Hardcore artists and creatives would like na, you give them something, you offer them something every day. That's why I write every day. But if you follow me also, whenever I post or publish a poem, wala akong sinasabi karugtong ng nabay, books are available here. Wala akong ginaganon. Because people will discover your work as soon as they read what you have written today. Oh, yung cute nito. May mga book ba siya?
Meron pa ba?
Oo, so that's
okay.
it. Rather than you write a line, you publish a verse, and then towards the end of the slide is available now.
Yeah, but that's a very usual route, di ba?
Yeah, that's what we usually do. But
So,
over the
in your
years,
experience, wag na lang.
Wag
Mas
na
maganda
lang.
yung, di hanapin niyo ako, ganyan.
raw siya, and then they discover you, and they would realize na, oh, okay. You can do marketing talaga first few months siguro of the book. But towards the, second, third month na, no. Right. Offer them. Tell the people what you can do.
Oo. And maybe there should just be like a window in your
Your
diba?
site, yes, where they can
Oo,
click.
kasi huwag mo naman pahirapan.
Yes
Mahirap
po.
naman yun. Alam mo naman tayo, mga, tayo ngayon instant gratification.
And then, sa Amazon naman kasi, when they see na active yung author, kasi for some reasons, yung system nila na-detect yan, active yung author, so they would run an organic ad for your book.
What do you mean active yung author? Sa social,
social
media ng author?
oo.
Because the Amazon also takes note of that?
Yes. Tapos, pag active yung author, they would run an organic ad. Ibig sabihin, ipupush forward nila yung book mo. So, kunyari, first name mo pa lang isa-search,
Ilalabas
na.
yung libro.
Lalabas na yung libro. Rather than you publish a book, a really, really good book, and then biglang nawala ka sa social media. Yun yung medyo problema ngayon.
Oo.
Ayoko dun sa mga current authors na, reach out lang sila na reach out kasi may ipapublish na book. And then biglang nawala.
Nawawala.
Tapos babalik after a year.
Pag may
dahil
libro ulit.
Like what I said, you're not Lang Diab, you're not Stephen King, you're not Mitch Albom. If you're like that, probably you can afford. Pwede. Afford.
Pero as much as possible, you also give something free. That's what you're saying.
Yes, yes po.
It's always valuable.
Yeah.
Value that you're
Kasi
sharing.
your audience will appreciate na you share something every day even if you don't sell it. Kasi may mga author na I am not publishing this because iniipon ko siya for my next book.
Parang painting din.
Oo, next book. So, paano malalaman ng mga tao na you're that good or you're something na babayaran ko yung libro mo kung hindi mo ako ina-offeran ng panibago ngayon?
Okay.
Yun. So, actually, lahat ng mga readers ko, lahat ng mga bumibili talaga ng libro, I don't know them. They come from all different walks of life.
Yes. Would you say na mas konti talaga ang book readers sa Philippines?
Yeah.
Sa dami-dami ng population natin. No?
Yes,
Napansin mo?
yes.
Ako
That's
napansin.
actually the problem.
Even compared to Malaysia,
Yes.
India, ganon. Yun ang
compared to
experience.
Malaysia, India, US, UK. Yeah.
But
That's
yeah.
why
Why do you think? Ba't tayo hindi book reader?
cultural.
Ba't nga? Comics?
Oo, comics tapos
Teleserye?
the teleserye, the chismis culture na mas may panahon tayo
Sayang
na
ano?
sayang po. That's
Kasi
one thing.
That's what I always say, na okay lang, you read articles, ganyan, but you have to read the book of that person that you want to learn from kasi there is a certain discipline in coming up with a book. Syempre, I can say from experience, ikaw nga, ang bilis mo magsulat. Ako, mahabang panahon talaga ang ginugugol ko para makasulat ng isang libro. So, that's what I'm saying na it's different if you read the book compared to just always reading articles.
Yeah.
And of course, TikTok nga.
Yes.
Kasi nga, no? So, siguro yung TikTok, let's treat it more as a preview.
Preview of what you have.
Kasi sometimes, hindi mo rin maiwasan na yung clickbait lang yung ilalabas nila. But there's so much
beyond the
Beyond that, na kung halimbawa writer yun, puntahan mo yung sulat niya para mas maintindihan mo at saka mas maganda yung application.
I think the also one problem also sa Pilipinas na nakikita ko is, well, because coming from someone who actually published internationally, is the book industry itself.
Oh, tell us about that.
We don't have bookstores. We have very, very few bookstores in the Philippines.
Nagsara pa yung iba.
Yeah, opo, very, very few. And then the book publishing, the material, everything, sobrang mahal.
Oh, is that
I
the
think,
reason?
yeah. Kasi kung ikaw na author, tapos offer ka ng publishing deal ng isang publishing house, tapos makikita mo, ay, towards the end, out of the 500 na sales ng book ko, 30 pesos lang ang pupunan sa
Actually,
akin.
yes.
So, I'm sure you experienced that.
And
And then,
parang kung minsan, mawawala pa yung libro mo sa bookstore.
Mm-mm.
Kaya para bang, doon na lang sa digital
Yes.
bookstore ko, doon na lang kayo bumili. Kasi,
you go to a bookstore, tapos nasa tabi lang, inaalikabukan.
oo. Tsaka when you do the inventory, nawala.
Nawala.
And they don't have any,
Wala na.
Para bang, karga mo lahat.
Sabihin nila, ay, sorry po, gano'n.
Oo,
So,
karga mo lahat.
that's one thing. And I think the support also with local authors.
So parang silang nachi-chicken and egg, na parang, dahil ganito, konti lang, ang konti lang yung napapublish, ang mahal pa.
Mahal. Pero if you look at it, you go to a bookstore, lahat ng mga foreign authors, upfront, naka-display. Naka-display.
So,
Tapos yung mga
colonial
local
mental.
authors, di ba, sa likod lang. I one time, I went to a very popular bookstore in BGC. Asan yung Filipiniana author, section? Second floor, ma'am. Okay,
Pahirap.
wala naman. Saan dito yung Filipino? Ay, sa first floor. Ano ba talaga?
Ano ba
Things like
talaga,
that.
kuya?
That's one of the problem. And then, second na nakikita ko is because there's so many who wanted to publish a book. Marami na rin nagte-take advantage ng ganyan. What are this? These are what we call vanity publishers.
Oh, yeah! Sila yung may pondo.
Yeah, popondohan nila yung work mo, papublish nila. It's either ipapublish nila na walang kwenta yon. Anyway, kumita naman na sila sa'yo. Yun, that's one thing.
Tsaka meron pa yung nag-iiba ng history.
Yeah.
Wag na. So,
Yun,
malangit
diba? So,
naman.
yun ang problema po. Actually, yun ang problema with us, local industry. Also, I think the more support pa from the government. I don't know how we do it, but it's more on funding siguro.
So, lahat ng libro mo, hindi dito na-publish pa?
I have 2 books now available in Central Books, local. This
So, pinublish sa
one.
Central Books?
Yeah, this one. And then, this one.
Okay.
Yan. So, ito pa lang. Of the 10, 2 pa lang sila. But I'm planning really to bring everything back home for Filipino readers. Kaya lang, ano ba, like what you said, hindi kasi talaga tayo readers eh.
So, sana may magawa tayo na to improve that.
The book industry, I think so. Although meron naman tayong National Book Development Board,
Yeah.
I think konting push pa.
Sige.
With the support sa mga local authors.
And the readers na rin. Sila
Yes.
yung nakikinig sa atin ngayon.
Yes po,
Basta tayo na libro.
Yes po. And then support
Let's read, local
authors.
authors also.
Kasi you will be surprised na ang daming magagaling na Filipino authors.
Tsaka syempre mas relatable, no?
Ay, that's
Kung
one thing. That's one thing. Oo, bakit ba tayo support ng mga international authors?
Yeah.
Tapos, hindi mo iniisip mo,
Iba
nasan yung
yung
snow, nasan yung
setting,
winter, di ba? Tinanim mo yung apple, wala namang
Yung
apple sa
seasons.
Pilipinas. That's one thing. That's also one thing. Sa US kasi, kaya nag-thrive din yung book industry nila is because they support talaga. Grabe yung support. Even in India.
Kaya sa kanila, makaisang bestseller ka
Yeah.
lang. You're good.
Yes, very good.
Millions
Na. Kasi nga, grabe yung support nila doon sa mga local authors nila. I think we should also do that. In India also, ganun sila. Lagi ko sinasabi sa India kasi is, the poets for them are the rock stars. So, pag na-capture mo yung Indian readers,
that's good for you.
yeah.
Nagulat ako ng population. No?
Nagulat ako
Bilyones.
actually talaga in less than 24 hours, nag-number 1 siya. Tapos makikita mo kasi sa
Which
Amazon.
book is this?
This one.
Ito,
Oo, less than 24 hours.
Talagang flash, ha?
Oo nga, flash fiction. Oo.
Flash fiction, flash
Bilis,
din ang
flash din,
bestseller.
So, nakita ko, India, kasi sa Amazon, makikita mo which country siya nag-number 1. No, India.
Kasi nakilala ka na ng Indians.
Yes,
dahil
po,
doon sa mga poems.
previous books ko. And then, consistently kasi ako nagsusulat talaga.
In fact, ang ano mo, ang bilis mo, because in a period of, am I correct? 5 years?
5 years.
10 books?
Yes.
9, 10.
10.
Imagine.
Kasi nung
2 per
pandemic, ang dami ko nagawa.
Oh.
I made use of the
Focus,
pandemic.
tama.
Opo. Yung pag nagka-quarantine, lahat
Oo, yun na
naka-quarantine.
talaga, no?
Yun na yun, oo.
Mm-mm. Sige, Michelle, this has been a very nice conversation with you. I think I know you very well already.
Nag-enjoy
And
ako.
ako din, super. And I always end the segment with what I call a Faust Talk.
Oh my
Rose,
goodness.
fresh Faust Talk. So,
Kailangan
ito-
ba akong kabahan dyan?
Sige, uminom ka muna. Hindi naman. So, basta anything that comes to mind lang. Mabilisan lang to. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. Morning writing or late night writing?
Late night.
Coffee or tea while working?
Coffee.
A book you wish... I think I asked you this, let's say it again.
Wuthering Heights.
Yun. The hardest part of being an author, is it writing or promoting?
Promoting.
A habit you're proud you've stuck with?
Writing. Anything.
Pen and paper or keyboard and screen?
Pen and paper.
Pen and paper.
Yes.
Coffee at sunrise or wine at sunset?
Coffee at sunrise.
Ooh. Quiet library. Oh, by the way, this is our library and my office. Quiet library or noisy coffee shop?
Noisy coffee shop. Maraming
Talaga?
material.
Mm-mm. To be read by 1 million or to be read by one person who really matters?
That one person who matters to me, yes.
Okay, ngayon medyo may pagka-FQ flavor tayo. One money habit you had to learn the hard way.
Savings.
One belief about success or money you've outgrown.
Na you can only earn through work. Yung sweldo. Akala
Yeah.
mo, kikita ka lang sa sweldo.
Oo.
But no.
If you weren't writing books, what would you be doing?
Artista.
Gusto ko
Sorry.
yun.
Yeah.
Spender or saver at heart?
Both.
First money lesson you remember learning?
Save and work hard for that money you wanted.
Yeah, use your
Yes,
skills.
skills. Pag magaling ka on something, ask them to pay you.
Gamitin. Yeah. A money mistake that taught you the most.
Madali ako magpautang.
One expense you regret.
Nothing. Kasi
Oh.
hindi ako mabilis bumili ng isang bagay. Pinag-iisipan ko.
So, what's your luxury na parang, woo, magaganon yung ibang tao?
Wala.
Nothing talaga.
Nothing. Everything na medyo mahal, binigay lang talaga sa akin.
Talaga?
But on a personal basis, no, I don't even also buy luxury bags or clothes or what.
Jewelry.
Yeah, but hindi siya ganun ka-expensive.
Okay. One thing you're more willing to pay for now than before.
Travel.
A financial habit that improved your peace of mind.
Monitoring your expenses. I still keep a record of what I buy.
So, it gives you the peace of
Yes. O, saan napunta yung piso ko?
mind. A belief about success or money you've had to unlearn.
Ayun, that's one thing na you will only be successful
Okay,
pagka
okay.
nag-work ka or
Ba't
naging
na-double?
employee ka. No, it's not true.
Okay. And for the last, what does enough mean to you today?
Peace of mind and freedom. Peace of mind that you wake up in the morning and you're not gonna be broke. Freedom to be able to travel and spend time with your family without having to worry na saan ko kukunin yung funds na yun.
No.
That's just financial. Contrary to what we all believe na hindi mo kailangan ng pera para maging masaya. With all due respect to that belief.
Yeah.
It still funds your
Of course. To
ano.
me nga, I say it's an oxygen.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Yeah.
Na parang, kung marami ka, hindi mo napapansin na
Yes.
importante. Pero pagka nawala yung supply, that's when you realize.
Yes.
Di ba?
It's peace and freedom talaga. Freedom to do what you want without having to think of where you will get the funds, how you will get the funds, things
Yeah.
like that.
And you can do that even with writing.
Yes. Kasi actually, I'd like to add na with my situation, with my career right now, yung books is lang yun secondary na lang sa earning. You earn more with other things by being a writer. Someone will commission you to write something for them. They get you paid. Yeah.
Give a talk.
Yes, give a talk. That's one. Give a talk, and then they use your material for something. Some schools would reach out, and then they will use my material for their syllabus and so on. They pay you.
Yeah, when you give a talk kasi, and you have a book, you have that authority. Right?
Yes.
Unless showbiz personality ka na, kahit na wala ka ng mga
Authority, marami kasi sinabi.
Okay, yun.
Oo.
So, this has been a very enlightening conversation about poems. Flash fiction is my new term for the day. At siguro, for your final message to our audience, hindi mga dyan, mga budding na nahihiya pa, invite them, or those who you would like to reach through your book, and please tell them also saan ka hahanapin.
Well, for those who wanted to dream big, kumbaga, dream big, start now. Or kung doon naman sa mga medyo sabi na, I'm late na ako. No, it's never too late to dream. Sometimes, God places you at a certain point in your life na you deserve it. I always say nga na, I believe that God gave me this opportunity to become a bestseller nung mga 40s na ako because I'm able to handle it well with grace and confidence. Maturity. Siguro if it happened to me when I was 20, 30s, it would have been different. I would have handled it differently with ego probably, but now it's a humbling experience actually. So take time. Take time to dream, take time to make it happen because dreams will only happen if you work hard, you make it happen. Like with my mom kasi she taught me to work hard muna before to dream. Yeah. Nasabi niya kasi dati lagi useless ang dreaming if you don't work hard. Yeah, and she would always tell me that you can do it if you only practice. So it's the same thing with writing. If you don't write, tumigil ka, mawawala yan.
Mawawala siguro.
Yeah, God gave you that skill, then nourish it. Yeah, practice. And then one thing more is never stop practicing and learning from people na mas magaling sa'yo.
Correct.
So, I would always read and then I would always look at other authors and writers na alam ko mas magaling sa akin.
And in fact, kahit na hindi mas magaling sa'yo, I believe that you always learn something from someone.
Yes, I agree naman po. Yeah, I agree. That's true. And if there's one thing that I would like to remind the young readers, young writers, contemporary poets right now is bigyan nyo ng hustisya yung mga readers ninyo. Yeah. Give them with a material that is worth really their time. And then again, yun bang tipong pag binili nila yung book at 240, let's say the most nga nakikita ko mga maninipis 240, uuwi ba silang, ay bakit ko to binili? Or it's worth my 245.
Bibili pa sila pa.
Yes, 245 pesos. Yeah. Again, also, if you are a writer, given na yun yung nanay mo, tatay mo, mga kamag-anak mo bibili. But, pag naubos na yung mga kaibigan mo, will you be proud to share that work to someone who barely knows you? Yun yung pinaka-test ng material mo.
Yeah.
Do you think yung hindi mo kakilala, babasahin yan? And if the answer is yes, then I think you're on the right path. Yan.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
And please tell them where they can find you.
Actually, 2 of my books are now available in the Philippines. This one via Central Books. And then the rest, Amazon.
Pero ito
naman, Amazon siya. Available
so
siya.
Digital and also
digital and
print.
Yes.
Pero
kasi sa Amazon, medyo lang in terms.
Magbabiyahe,
magbabiyahe lang sila.
pa siya.
But if you wanted to get the books na Amazon available lang, they can message us sa Facebook or sa Instagram because we order by bulk and then we ship it.
So mas madali sa'yo?
Yes po, yes.
So pwede yan makita sa Instagram mo?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Poetry by
Mitch. Yes. Maraming salamat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And so much fun. Ang galing.
Okay.
Mag-artista pa tayo.
So, I hope you really learned a lot in this interview as much as, and had fun, no? As much as we had. And again, sumulat kayo kahit na hindi nyo gustong i-publish, sumulat kayo for your soul, your peace of mind. You can either write to remember or write to forget. This has been Rose Press Fausto, FQ Mom, wishing you all a high FQ.